One of the symptoms of the COVID virus, of which there are many, can be the loss of taste and smell. If I may be personal, that's been my own experience for several weeks now, and very trying it is. I've come to realize how much I enjoy my food, whether alone or in company. Spraying chili sauce and peri-peri over plates of vegetables to try and stimulate the taste buds does not have quite the same attraction. Still, I can now tell the difference between vinegar and sugar, which is a start. There's much to look forward to, liquid as well as solid. Speaking of looking forward, some of the more severe restrictions of the lockdown are being eased this week. Parents and grandparents are looking forward to the joy of physical contact, hugs, shared meals at home, visits to and outings from nursing homes, and so much more. An elderly gentleman who I met on a walk last week on Southsea Common was telling me how hard he's found the past year, with loneliness, the loss of a friend, and uncertainty about the future. To my surprise, as it had not been an obviously religious conversation, Joe said, "Ah well, heaviness may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning." He was right, of course. The Psalms are full of contrasts between present sorrow and future deliverance. Those that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Indeed, that theme of present trouble and future joy runs through the Old Testament prophets, and Christians believe it's found its fulfillment in Jesus, the promised Messiah. That verse from Psalm 126 was the favourite text of a priest who I worked with and knew well. He suffered from chronic depression. He was a courageous and very fine priest, but it was a constant struggle for him. I remember him telling me about the consolations and rewards that came with the good times, oases of peace and calm, yes, and joy, between the stumbling blocks and slippery roads of his illness. My friend found some words of the Hindu philosopher Tagore from the Sadhana very helpful. He wrote them down for me. Joy is everywhere. It is in the earth's green covering of grass, in the blue serenity of the sky, in the reckless exuberance of spring, in the severe abstinence of grey winter, in the living flesh that animates our bodily frame, in the perfect poise of the human figure, noble and upright, in living, in the exercise of all our powers, in the acquisition of knowledge, in fighting evils, in dying for gain we never can share. Joy is there, everywhere. Well, many people weighed down with some burden or other may envy Tagore and feel perhaps that he's especially blessed with contentment. But that makes the words of my depressive colleague all the more powerful and moving. In spite of the dark places, and he went through many of those, he was still able to declare with absolute conviction, "Behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy." Which, to return to the theme I began with, is perhaps another way of saying life may not be all sugar, but it's not all vinegar either.